Welcome to my channel. It's a new day, so we're going to do more music. But today is a supplemental day, so we're going to be doing requests that we got on Sunday and couldn't get to. And you may have noticed I changed my background. It's spring, so we're going to celebrate that by doing beautiful water pictures. I love this. Anyway, and I'll probably keep this up through the summer too. In case you aren't aware of it, I live stream every Sunday for 3 hours, and I get a ton of requests, and I can't possibly do them all. And so I take the ones that I didn't get to, and I react to those in what I call the supplemental. That's what this is. And I usually, even with the two, I can't get every single request, but I get most of them. And so what I'll be doing is quite similar to what I do on Sunday, just one song after another. So I hope you enjoy this. I don't even know what the requests are. I mean, I have a list, but I haven't really looked at it real closely. I do put the... Oh, wait. First, I got to thank you for coming here. I can't even believe I almost forgot to say that. Thank you. You know, you're here. You're watching me. That's to me is mind-boggling. It's absolutely astounding. And it always has been, and it always will be. So thank you. I always put the artist links in their playlists, and I put those playlists in the description of the video so that you can follow the playlist if that's what you want to do. I don't put a link to the reaction request form because I'm not currently accepting new requests. I've got over 2,800 in my queue. I've got to take care of those. But as I mentioned, I live stream on Sunday for 3 hours on Rumble at 3 p.m. UTC. So if you come there and you make a request, I'm going to react to it either live or in the supplemental as much as I can. I don't get them all, but I get quite a few of them. I also live stream on Fridays for an hour. I call that God Talks. It's on YouTube at 1 a.m. UTC. That's 7 p.m. my time, Central Daylight Time. Okay? I call that God Talks. That's where we talk about the Bible and about walking with God and walking by the Spirit and that sort of stuff. So if you're interested in that, come on Friday. Okay? If you're interested in the Sunday one, come on Sunday at 3 p.m. on Rumble, 3 p.m. UTC, and put your request in the chat, and I'll take care of it live. Okay? So the first request that I have today is from Colossal Squid 2738. He asked for Will Smith, Men in Black, the official video. He wrote, "This is the theme song of the FBI. Has no cursing too. So sad the guy who did this has made some questionable life choices." Okay, well, lots of people do that. But anyway, this is Men in Black. That's that's so funny. I like that movie. That I think the kinds of aliens that they had on that movie were a lot more creative than the ones they had in Star Trek, and they had some pretty interesting ones in Star Trek too. But these were like pretty amazing. Little tiny ones, giant ones, in between, fast, slow, everything. Those are great movies. If you haven't seen them, that's definitely something worth watching, I think. But that song was, that rap was really enjoyable. That was good stuff. amazing to see how, I don't know who wrote it. I'm assuming that Will at least had a part in writing it. And it's pretty creative if you think about it. He's kind of stuck in the inside the confines of the story, and so he has to come up with words that work for that, and that takes a great deal of creativity. So kudos to him or whoever wrote it for doing that. I like the beat of it too. It was a nice song to listen to. Good way to start the day. And speaking of good ways to start the show, my next request is from I Am the Walrus 69. He asked for Michael Jackson featuring Paul McCartney, Say, Say, Say. He says, gosh, I hope this doesn't get absolutely obliterated by copyright. This is such a great song. It probably will. It probably will, but we'll see. You never know. It might make it past. In any case, I'm sure it will be enjoyable to listen to. So this is Michael Jackson featuring Paul McCartney, and the name of the song is Say, Say, Say. Well, that was a great song. That was a great collaboration, and that was just really enjoyable. I guess, if you think about it, what are you going to get when you combine Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson? You're going to get great music. It's just that simple. I think that was Linda McCarthy in there too. Pretty sure it was. But that was a fun video on top of the song. And the two combined was just great. It was really enjoyable. That was great stuff. I enjoyed that. Thank you for asking for that one. The next request that I have is from Cheesifying. Cheesifying. And it's Made in Abyss official soundtrack to The Abyss. So I think this is an anime, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it is. Okay. I love the use of the chimes at the beginning of that. It gives it such a delicate flavor. It's real. I just like that. It's really neat that they do that. And then it kind of rose to a crescendo with the orchestra music, and it was really nice. I was looking at that picture and I thought, is that a portal to another world or is that a sinkhole? I'm not sure which it is. I think it's a portal to another world. Must be. Anyway, that was great stuff. I tell you, these anime soundtracks and music for animes are really well done. They're very professionally done and very beautifully made. The sound of them is wonderful. It really is. I can't think of one that I've listened to that I haven't enjoyed. They all are good. Some better than others, but still, they're all good. Huh. My next request is from Scott Can, and it's for Den. I'm probably not going to pronounce this right. Himelbia. Shibadua. This is the junior chora, the junior girls choir from Denmark. And you know I always enjoy those. I just love the sound of children's voices. It's so angelic and it's so beautiful. And so I'm sure I will enjoy this as well. And I hope you will too. I love the way that they use their hands and their feet and their bodies as percussion instruments. It just adds to the song so much, and their voices are so beautiful. And when you combine the two, it's just a really, really, really delightful experience. It just, I know not a whole lot of people watch these videos, you know, the Danish choirs, but I have one subscriber who asks for them constantly, and he emails me and talks to me about them, and he and I both love them and enjoy them a great deal. And so I don't mind at all doing them. I love doing them. It's just a real pleasure to listen to these girls sing. And kudos to Denmark for putting this together and maintaining it, because it's a lot of work if you think about it. A lot of work, and they keep it up. And so kudos to them. Wow, what can I say? Jimbo Galligan asked for, he just gave me a URL. He didn't tell me what it was. And he says, when we talk about funky, this is where it's at. This is from 1976. Where are songs like this in 2026 in the U.S.? Well, guess what? It's Stevie Wonder. One of the best there ever was and ever is, singing I Wish. And what a life story he has. You know, he didn't let blindness get in the way of his success at all. And I just love him. He's got such a great voice. And his songs are, what's the word they use? Dope. His songs are dope. So here we go with Stevie Wonder, I Wish. I'm just going to say it. I don't care what anybody thinks. Stevie Wonder is one of the best things that ever happened to music. He just is. His songs always lift you up. His songs are always delightful. They're just wonderful. The rhythms of them and the sounds of them and everything about them is just great. The timing and the phrasing. He's one of a kind. He's one of a kind. And the world is a better place because of him. He's fantastic. I love that song. I don't know the names to a lot of his songs, but I love them, enjoy them every time I hear them. I just love the guy. He's just a great, great singer. Fantastic singer. One of the best ever. Really, seriously. My next request is from Fuzzed Out Bass 33. Again, he didn't give me the name of the song, but he says, a classic tune about a Brit critiquing American culture, which then became a number one hit in the U.S. The name of the group is Supertramp. The name of the song is Breakfast in America. And this was remastered this year, so this should be good. I think you'll enjoy this.
Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Not much of a girlfriend, but never seem to get along. Take a jumbo across the water, like to see America. See the girls in California. I'm hoping it's going to come true, but there's not a lot I can do. Could we have breakfast for breakfast? Mommy dear, they gotta have 'em in Texas, 'cause everyone's a millionaire. I'm a winner, I'm a sinner, do you want my autograph? I'm a loser, what a joker, I'm playing my jokes upon you, while there's nothing better to do. Hey! Ba-ba-da-da, ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da, ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Na 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 na. Don't you look at my girlfriend, she's the only one I got. Well, not much of a girlfriend, I never seem to get along.
What she got out along?
Take a jumbo across the water, like to see America. See the girls in California, I'm hoping it's going to come true, but there's not a lot I can do. Hey! Ba-ba-da-da, ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da,
I can't really tell you why, but that song made me think of a calliope. Kind of strange, but that's what came to my mind was a calliope. It kind of had that sound to it a little bit, you know, the boom, 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 boom. It was a good song. I liked the melody. Enjoyed listening to it, but I just thought of calliopes and I thought of amusement parks and the rides, you know, like the what they call the saucers that you get on, and the roller coasters and that kind of stuff, the Ferris wheels, all that. Just that's what came to mind. Really did. I don't know why, but it did. Something in the music triggered that, I'm sure. Anyway, my next request is from Leg of Lamb 12345. He asked for the Allman Brothers Band performing Whipping Post, a song that is highly relatable to anyone who has been brokenhearted or cheated on. Whipping Post. Interesting. never heard that one before. That was interesting. It had kind of a blues flavor to it. Sort of. Rock too, but blues. Had both. Especially the ending sounded bluesy. That was really good. I feel like I've been tied to a whipping post. I can definitely relate to that. I'm not going to tell you why, but I can definitely relate to that. There was a time in my life when I was tied to a whipping post. Interesting stuff. This next request is from Shmail Palooza fan. He asked for Deep Purple. The name of the song is Highway Star. The link that he gave me didn't work, so I just picked the 2024 remaster. He writes, I'm so blessed to be young enough, 16, to listen to and discover great music from before my time. Hey, we're all blessed because with the internet, we can enjoy stuff from every age and every genre. Look at my channel. I mean, my God, it's amazing how much music we can enjoy just because of the internet. So there's something for all of us to be thankful for, you know? So this is Deep Purple, Highway Star. Where do they make music like that nowadays? I don't think they do. Most of it's all pablum now. You know, these were real rock groups playing real rock music. This was really something. He's right. It's a privilege for us to be able to hear this kind of stuff nowadays. It really is. My next request is from the Protoculture. He says, I put this song on during sunrise. Makes me cry all the dang time. It's nice to sway to, though. Enjoy. This is Ray Charles singing Georgia on My Mind. Whoa, such a good song. Unfortunately, the remastered version that he asked for is no longer available, so I pulled up the official video, and that's what we're going to watch. If you've never heard Ray Charles, and especially if you've never heard him sing Georgia on My Mind, just close your eyes and listen to this.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind. I said, Georgia, Georgia, a song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still in the peaceful dreams I see, the road leads back to you. I said, Georgia, oh, Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see, the road leads back to you. Whoa, Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. I said just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
That's such a great song. Oh my God, that's a great song. And sung greatly by Ray Charles. He was the best at doing that. Had that nice graveliness to his voice. But I mean, it just, wow. The way that he sang that song, just, it made you feel the heart of wanting to go home, wanting to go back, wanting to be there, and the loneliness of not being there. It's just, oof, boy, God, it's just, that's a fantastic song. That really is. That's a fantastic song. Wow. Wow. My next request is from Aryan Bees. I don't know how to pronounce it. Aryanbhise. I just pronounce it Aryan Bees or Bise. I don't know. Gave me a link and a note, a show about friendship. This is one piece, like a prayer, Monkey D. Luffy.
What a pity. Wish I could use these eyes one last time to see the face of a man like you. What does your smile look like? I'm sure it's filled to the brim with kindness.
Pirates are evil. The Marines are righteous. These terms have always changed throughout the course of history. Kids who have never seen peace and kids who have never seen war have different values. Those who stand at the top determine what's wrong and what's right. This very place is neutral ground.
全てが必然であるかのように円はやおら形を成していく。とかくルフィはまた一段とあの帽子がよく似合う男になった。もう少し長生きするのも悪くないな。
Wow. Okay. I really like the way that they layered that song. It kind of in the background, and then did the voices up front, and it looks like a really interesting story. And like he said, or she said, I don't know if this is a man or a woman, a story about friendship and two people who venture out to become pirates. And I noticed a line in there where it was basically talking about how the world is ruled by elites, and we peons don't have anything to say about it, which is kind of interesting to see that in there. I'd like to know more about this one. This is interesting. My next request is from Creatinine Lover 67, and Creatinine Lover 67 writes, I imagine a teen couple in the 50s parking their Oldsmobile on a cliff and listening to this song. The song is A Teenager in Love. This is by Dion and the Belmonts. We're going back into the archives, folks. Way back. We'll see about this one.
Each time we have a quarrel, it almost breaks my heart, 'cause I'm so afraid that we will have to part. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager in love? One day I feel so happy, the next day I feel so sad. I guess I'll learn to take the good with the bad, 'cause each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager in love? I cried a tear for nobody but you. I'll be a lonely one if you should say we're through. Well, if you want to make me cry, that won't be so hard to do. If you should say goodbye, I'll still go on loving you. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager in love? I cried a tear for nobody but you. I'll be a lonely one if you should say we're through. Well, if you want to make me cry, that won't be so hard to do. And if you should say goodbye, I'll still go on loving you. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager in love? Why must I be a teenager in love? Why must I be a teenager in love? Why must I be a teenager in love?
Okay. I have to tell you about this. I just have to. When I was growing up, my parents were very much opposed to rock and roll. They thought it was evil. And they wouldn't let me do anything with regard to rock and roll, watch it on TV or anything. They'd turn off the Ed Sullivan Show anytime a band came on. But I found out about the Beatles, and I bought their album. Didn't have a record player, but I bought their album. And I used to go over to a girl friend, not a girlfriend, but a friend who was female, to her house to play the record. It was such a different time, you know. I mean, I'm sure most of you look at that and you think that's really, really tame. But my parents didn't see it that way. But that was a big song back then. I think that's going back to the 50s. I think. Pretty sure. Either 50s or very early 60s. Really, really something to see that again. My next request is from Warhorse 2007. And it's for Chris Montez singing There Will Never Be Another You. He writes, don't know if you won't know him, but he was kind of popular in the 60s. His voice is real smooth like a baby seal lathered in butter. That's smooth. That is so smooth. Whoa. That's incredibly smooth. Okay. So, not familiar with the name, but I may recognize the voice when I hear the song. We'll see. This is Chris Montez. There Will Never Be Another You.
There will be many other nights like this, and I'll be standing here with someone new. There will be other songs to sing, another fall,
I don't know why you guys do this to me. I'm not sure if you're feeling sorry for me or if you just like the songs. But man, it is really something hearing these old songs like this. This is incredible. It brings back so many memories. Wow. That makes me think of a song. I have to look for that. One that was a big deal to me. Golly days. His voice was, you were right, his voice was very smooth. I think that was a cover. I can't remember who sang it initially. It might have been Nat King Cole, but I don't remember now. But yeah, I've heard that song before. It's a very sweet song and very lovely sound. And his voice was, what was it you said? Like a baby seal lathered in butter. Huh. That's such an apt description. That's incredible that you said that. I can't. Oh, that's crazy. My next request is from Steampunk Ryan, asking for Classics 4, singing Spooky. Well, let's see what this is all about. Spooky. Oh, yeah.
In the cool of the evening when everything is getting kind of groovy, I call you up and ask you if you'd like to go with me and see a movie. First you say no, you got some plans for the night, and then you stop and say, alright, love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. You always keep me guessing, I never seem to know what you are thinking. And if a fella looks at you, it's for sure your little eye will be a winking. I get confused cause I don't know where I stand, and then you smile and hold my hand. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Spooky. If you decide someday to stop this little game that you are playing, I'm gonna tell you all the things my heart's been dying to be saying. Just like a ghost, you've been haunting my dreams, so I propose on Halloween. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Spooky, spooky, oh, oh, alright. I said spooky, oh, yeah, yeah. I said spooky, yeah, yeah.
Wow, you guys, you were really digging into the archives for these. This is incredible. It's been so long. I've heard that song, but man, it's been a long, long time since I heard that. Long time. Incredibly long period of time. That's amazing. That's just incredible. I'm I'm just what's the word? Gobsmacked, mind boggled. What do you say? It's incredible. Oh man, that's just incredible. My next request is from a subscriber in Hungary who is very faithful, comes to my channel almost every day, and is always complimenting me. She's just a very sweet lady. Her name is Imrene Laszlo, and she requested, of course, a Lara Fabian song, Teuton Bass, live in Sonia Benitra. Did I read that correctly? Benizra, TQS, Canada, 1994. Wow, that's going back a ways. But it's Lara Fabian, so you know it's going to be good.
Si je pouvais, je te dirais, reste avec moi. Sur mon cœur et mon âme se brise une larme, je n'ai pas le droit. J'ai envie de te garder là, te parler tout bas, comme ma peau nue frémit sous tes doigts, et je vois dans tes yeux que c'est elle que tu veux. Tu t'en vas en me laissant seule derrière toi. Tu t'en vas, mon cœur s'envole en éclats. Tu t'en vas en arrachant un bout de moi, mais tu t'en vas à chaque fois pour retrouver ce qui t'appartient, retrouver celle qui se fait tuer sous ton toit. Anéanti, je te souris, je ne peux plus parler. Non, non, je regarde derrière moi et je prends dans mes bras le calendrier des jours à t'attendre, à mourir, à m'ennuyer de toi. J'aurais envie d'aller tout lui dire, mais si tu ne revenais pas, non, comment te garder près de moi? Tu t'en vas en me laissant seule derrière toi. Tu t'en vas et mon cœur s'envole en éclats. Tu t'en vas en arrachant un bout de moi, mais tu t'en vas. C'est la dernière fois. Je ne suis qu'une deuxième voix, celle que ton cœur n'entendra pas. Va-t'en retrouver celle qui t'aime sous ton toit. Tu t'en vas, tu t'en vas, tu t'en vas, tu t'en vas.
I have to control myself with her because if I didn't, I'd be crying on every song. Her voice is just so heavenly and so beautiful and so pure and so emotional. And it's like, I don't even care what she sings. I just want to hear the sounds. I just want to hear that voice. It carries me away. It's unbelievable. She is such a beautiful singer. She just in another realm by herself. She is, oh man. Wow. I'm in love with that voice. I really am. I'm in love with that voice. It carries me away. It's unbelievable. Thank you, Renee, for asking for her again, as you do every week. I just appreciate that so much because she is special. She is very special. I have 2 songs left on my list. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to them both. Let's see. My next request is from TWSSSS. So, Twists. Asking for TXT singing Miracle. This is a special video for Moa. TXT Miracle.
안녕하세요. 페니카입니다. 아, 부러운 거야? 추워. 깜짝이야.
나 홀로 헤매어왔어 거울 속의 maze 기적 따윈 믿지 않잖아 It's nothing without you. 첫눈을 감아야 보이는 tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 세세간 펼쳐져. One, 너라면 two, 너무나 three. 기다렸죠.
저희가 이렇게 만나는 건 기적이라고 생각합니다. 제가 좋아하는 사람이 저를 좋아한다는 게 정말 기적 같다고 생각하거든요.
스위치 어쩌면 네가 잡을 테지 나의 손 몸을 편히 맡겨 우리 온기 줘
사다리 타기 아주 사다리 타기를 보는 거야? 잊지 말라
기적같이 나를 비추네 그 인연으로 우리 내일로 go 첫눈을 감아야 하나, 둘, 셋.
나의 내일은 노아가 있어서 조금도 두렵지 않아요.
여러분들 덕분에 저희들의 해당은 참 감사하고 행복합니다.
기상 투모로우 바이 지게 되었습니다. 함께하자. 투모로우 바이 지게다. 함께하자. 있었지. 와 죽인다.
Okay, you guys have to tell me in the comments who Moa is and what Moa means to TXT. Because I don't know. And I'm sure someone does. One of my followers will know for sure. At least one, probably many. But anyway, I thought that song was beautiful. And I thought it was a really interesting video because they were just having fun, you know, and enjoying each other's company and enjoying all the things that come with being stars, but not being full of themselves. You know what I mean? They were just normal young boys enjoying life. And I like that. I really like their attitude. I like their voices. I like the songs they sing. I like their dance moves, although we didn't get to see a lot of that in this one. But they're just a great group. They really are. I enjoy them a lot. Thank you for asking for that one. All right, I'm running a little bit over, but I'm going to go ahead and do this because it's the last one. Mr. Kevy asked for Which Hat I'll Tell Yer, OP. This is the opening. It says Kaze No Anthem by Eve. 4K. Okay? An anime, I assume.
風のつてが運んでくれる月に踊れば夜に染まる窓書くほどに満たされないこの瞬間が不思議で
まだわからない迷える子羊のよう何者でもない特別ではないようで明日が欲しかったたどるべき世界の夜明けと声が響く君と君のいつかをつなぐ海のような重なり合う共鳴のアンセムわずかな祈りだ君よ誰より描いた希望も夢も命の色が輝くのその力がなくなっても迷うことはないさ不思議な日々よ
Okay, what? Interesting. The ending of that was kind of strange. The graphics in that were stunning, really stunning. Very, very sharp and very detailed and very impressive. The music struck me as typical of an anime. They're all good. There are no bad ones, but they're enjoyable to the ear. And so I like that. So that was my last request. I think I got them all, except for the duplicates. I didn't do the duplicates. You know, duplicates are where someone asks for more than one song request on Sunday. And so this will end the show for today. And I just, again, have to say thank you for you coming here and spending time on my channel. It's mind-boggling to me. It really is. I know some of you probably think, oh, he's just being fake. No, I'm serious. It is mind-boggling to me. It really is. I'm amazed by it. So thank you. I pray for every single one of you that God will be a part of your life, that he'll be a close companion, and that you'll look to him for guidance and for strength and for everything that you need in your life. And I pray that God will supply those in abundance for you. because he's promised that. And why wouldn't he fulfill his promises? So that's my prayer for you. That's my prayer for everyone you love. That's my prayer for the whole world. So until tomorrow, this is the Vietnam Era Vet, signing off.